What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to play PS3 games on your PC. Without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you pretty much want to get the emulator. And to get the emulator, all you want to do is type in your search bar, Vim's Lair. Once you type that, it should be this very first one up here, Vim's Lair Preserving the Classics. This is pretty much where you're going to get all your emulation stuff like PS3, PS2, PS1, anything like that. So just click on in the top left, click on Emulation Layer, and you want to find the PlayStation 3 tab, which is right here. And all you want to do is click on, if you're on Windows, click on this window button. If you're on Apple, click on the Apple button. So click on Windows and it is going to download it. I already have this downloaded, so I'm not going to download it. So once you do that, let's go on to the next step. All right, so once you download it, all you want to do is pretty much drag and drop it to your desktop. So to do that, all you want to do is click on the File Explorer button and then go to Downloads, and it should be in here if you downloaded it. Once you download it, just pretty much drag and drop it to your desktop, and you should get a little folder that looks like this. So go ahead and double click on it, press on Open, and you should get a folder that looks like this right here. So what you need to do, if you don't do this, you will get a fatal error pretty much telling you, hey, it's not installed on your computer. You should not be launching it from the file because it's temporary. If you just launch it from this folder without putting it to your desktop officially, you're gonna get a fatal error, and you don't want that. So from here, just go to Extract To, and then you're gonna click on Desktop, and then you're gonna click on New Folder, and you can rename this folder whatever you want. I'm just gonna name it PS3 Emu, and press Enter, and then press OK. Now once you do that, it's pretty much gonna take this whole folder here and put it into your PS3 menu, which is whatever you name the folder, which is pretty much what you want. So once you do that, you can pretty much delete this and you'll have everything in this folder here. So once you have this, you're gonna click on the folder, and the only one that you want to mess with is this one right here, the Ps3. So click on it, and you can do whatever you want. You can create a desktop shortcut, which you can do if you want. You can create a start menu shortcut, and you can use the Arc theme. But just pretty much click I have read the quick start guide and press continue, and here you are. You are in the new or the PS3 emulator. Apologies. If you get a new version, you can update, but I'm not going to do that. But as you can see, we are here and we are ready to go. Now all you need to do is install the firmware, and I'm going to show you how to get that. So let's minimize this really quick. We'll get right back to it. You can close that. So to get the firmware, I'm going to give you a link to the firmware because I don't remember how I got here. But I'm going to give you a link to the PS3 firmware. It's going to be in the description. So just click on that or paste it in your search bar and you'll get to it. But once you get to this site, you're going to be here, the PS3 system software update. All you want to do is go down to how to update PS3 system software. Click on update using a computer and download the PS3 update. Now, I didn't get this the first time, but if you do get this, what is this? File not downloaded, potential security risk. There is nothing wrong with this file. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this file. I have done this plenty of times on plenty of computers, never had a problem. There's nothing wrong with this file. It's literally coming from the official PlayStation website. There's nothing wrong with this file. I didn't get this the first time, but if you do, I guess on Firefox, just click on this arrow and then click on allow download, and it'll start downloading. Now, once it downloads, like I said, drag and drop it to your desktop, and you should get a file that looks like this. So we're gonna open up our PS3 emulator again. We're gonna go to File, and we're gonna go to Install Firmware, and it should be on your desktop. So just click on this desktop, and then click on this file here, open it, and it will install the firmware. As you can see, it has installed the firmware. Now, all you need is a game. So just let this do what it's doing. It's pretty much just testing out your system and compiling the necessary data. So I'm gonna let this finish, and I'll get back and show you how to install a game. All right, guys, so it has finished, and now all that we need to do is install a game. Once again, this site is perfectly safe. Do not fret. This site is perfectly safe. You will get no viruses, none of that. it's perfectly safe. I've been using it for months. Nothing has happened. You can do some research if you want, but this site is perfectly safe. So to download a PS3 game or any game for any emulator, once again, come to Vim's Lair, go to the vault, and you want to click on the PlayStation 3 emulator or whatever system or whatever emulator you have. So click on PS3 and you're going to get any game that you can think of on the PS3. For this video's purpose, I'm going to be downloading Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2. So to get that, just type on the D subheader and look for Dragon Ball, or you can use the search bar and just type in Dragon Ball. It'll give you any Dragon Ball game that's on the PS3. We're going for Raging Blast 2. So make sure you get the American version because you don't want the other continent versions. So click on the American version and then click on download. And as you can see, it's a very hefty file size. So just click on download and it'll download in the top right. So once that finishes, all you want to do is drag and drop it to your desktop. All right, so once you drag and drop it to your desktop, it should look something like this with this little bookcase WinRAR icon. So just go ahead and double click it and press open. And you should get, the content should look something like this. You're gonna have the Vim Layers text, which you don't need to worry about. And you're gonna have a folder that says Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2 or whatever game you have. Now, all you need to do is from this menu, you're going to drag and drop it to your desktop. I'm not going to do that because I already have it on my desktop, but once you do that, it's going to copy over every single game file to that folder that you just drag and dropped to your desktop. And it should look something like this. You're going to have a folder that looks like this. So once you have this folder, just open up a PS3 emulator, and all you need to do is you can just press open, or you can simply drag and drop it into this, not this one, where is it? This one right here. Just drag and drop this folder into the emulator. And as you can see, it says successfully added software to game list from past. Would you like to install shortcuts to the installed software and pre-com caches? You don't have to do that. Just press OK. And as you can see, we have Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2 on our PS3 emulator. Now all you have to do is click play and you can play the game. So it's gonna compile all the data once again for the game. So once this finishes, I will be right back. All right, and as you can see, it is working. So another thing I want to do before I end today's video, is I want to show you how to get your controller working, because when you first do this and you just launch the game, your controller is not going to work. So make sure you have a controller connected. I'm currently using the PS5 DualSense. And in the emulation menu here, you just click on pads and you're gonna switch your device to whatever you have connected. So like I said, I have the DualSense connected, so we're gonna click on DualSense. And this is for any controller you have. So if you have a DualShock 4, a DualShock 3, if you have an Xbox, which is Zenput, Xbox is Zenput, or if you just want to use keyboard, you can use keyboard. But like I said, I have a DualSense. So for handles, you're gonna click on DualSense, and then you're gonna go to the controller itself. All right, so I had to turn a software off that was pretty much emulating my controller as something else, but I turned that off. And like I said, if whatever controller you're using, DualSense 4 or DualShock 4, DualSense, whatever, just click on that on handles, and then you should see it right here. It should not say disconnected. And once you do that, you're ready to go. So let me get in game and show you that the game is working. All right, guys, and as you see, it is working. I'm using my controller to move around, and it is working. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let me know if you have any problems with this, and I'll try my hardest to help you guys fix it. Without further ado, I'm the homie Trey, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you later. Peace out.